Hello, hello. Here I am. 12 minutes. That seems just about right. Hi, friends. It is Friday. Yay. I love Fridays. I have been running since I got home for some rest. Hey, Chew, how are you? I'm sorry that rhymed. It not intentional. Yeah, running. Got up here, to have some restful time, and all kinds of stuff started happening that my dad needed. The first day I was on the phone with like 12 different people, doctors, dentists, caregivers, you name it. Yesterday, only 6 people. Today, none. And that's good. That's good. So, it's Friday. I'm Lucinda. This is my show and tell live sale. And I did see that there's a lot of people that are going to be on today. Now, that's not unusual, but there's a couple people doing jewelry sales who don't usually do them on this day. So I'm going to see if I can, make that light less. So I'm going to carry on, do the best I can. I'm going into my YouTube to make sure that I'm not glitching. Now, why doesn't it want to let me come in here? What? Come on. Nobody's here, so it doesn't matter. I can screw around. It's just unusual that I can't get in here. Why can I not get into my own YouTube just to see what's happening? That is bizarre. Okay, well, I can't. So maybe I can later. Please tell me if I'm glitching. I'm up at my homestead and my internet can be more wacky. I should be able to go into my account. I do it all the time. Here you go. Boom. Okay. So I did a preview. I don't always and very often don't. 95% of the time, I don't do Friday previews. But this time I did because it's 2025 and I'm bringing a whole bunch of new stuff. So I'm hoping that someone's going to like it. I'm hoping that I get enough people and we engage and we talk and we chat and we have a good time figuring things out. So I ship almost always from the San Francisco Bay Area. I do have 6 people's packages that should have gone out today. I posted on my community tab the issues that I'm having. There were several. So they're going out Monday morning, or I would have been, an hour late for this sale. That's not happening. So this is week 1 of my 2-week build a box. I do that to save me time on invoicing and to save you money on shipping, because most of what I sell is jewelry and one item is going to cost you just as much to ship as probably 5. So it saves me time and it saves you money on shipping. So this is week 1. Next week will be week 2. And then I will invoice out the following week and ship at the end of the week. Okay? If you ever want something right away, send me that in an email. Tell me, you don't want to wait. You want just the one item, and I will get it out to you. I do have a post office up here at my homestead. Yes, I do. Not at my house, but in the town of 300 people, 15 minutes down the road. If you place a bid and you are the winning person, you're the winning bid. Then I need your YouTube name, your real name, and your address with zip code and your PayPal email address if I do not already have it. And if you think I don't, just send it to me again. Okay? And to those that I could not get these boxes out today, I am really sorry. Please read my community tab. All right? Shipping is not included. And I use Pirate Ship. That saves you a third on shipping. Yeah. How is everyone? Everyone happy? Everyone ready to indulge and have a good time? Ready to chat? Chu said hello. Okay. So, since I only have a few people in here right now, and like I said, there's a lot of different people on right now. It's Friday night. It's a pretty popular time. The first item I'm going to show is going to be something entirely different. And I love it. And that's why I picked it up, because I think it's really interesting. I'm going to show it to you first. And I'm hoping this light is the right. So what happens very often is I see the colors on the screen here on my computer, and they're all wrong. So this is, excuse me, leopard, snakeskin, jasper, mineral tower. And I love all the pinks, grays, and maroons going on in this. The base stone itself, this light is bugging me. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, there you go. The base of the stone itself is a pink. Yeah, the ring light is too much right now. See that? There you go. There you go. The ring light was really blowing it out. I do not know the properties of this. I just know that I went to my holiday community fair in December, and there was a lady whose family had been cutting and carving and selling different minerals for 30 years, and I loved her stuff. So this is gorgeous. It is hexagonal, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6-sided. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 6. So that's not a hexagon. What is 6-sided? Octagon? Or is that hexagon? It's 6-sided at any rate. And I believe, let me get my measuring tape, and then I'll put a start in. It's a really nice piece. It is 3.5 inches tall. Really pretty piece. Let's keep that over here. I'm going to put it down and put in the start. Let me put on my cap lock. And again, how is everybody? How are you doing out there? How you doing out there? And there you go. $25. I just think it's the pinks, the maroons, the moss, agate, grays, leopard, snakeskin, jasper. And you know, you can put these on your altar. You can put them in a window. You can put them with a little bit of earthquake glue in your car on your dash. But another thing that I really like to do with stuff like this is, and I'm trying to see if I can find something real quick that would make sense. Maybe this is to use it as a display. You see in my previews, I do stuff like this all the time. So you would wrap the necklace around or a bracelet and hang it down like this. Now, of course, it would be much better if I had a tray and if all of that, was a prettier presentation. But, and you can also you can use this and stack bangles on top of it. I mean, clear plastic bangles. Use your imagination. Use your imagination. So this gorgeous piece, very sharp, nice point, starts at 25. Okay, so now that I have a few more people in and I'm not glitching, although from StreamYard to YouTube, there is about a 15-second lag. So I will keep that in mind as I go along. Now, this next piece is going to start at 29. And I love this. I'm writing it down. At 29. I think I just said 26. 29. I'm going to slow down a little and breathe. I did take my dog out right before this. This was in the preview. I love this. I love it. So here is, what is that? Where'd it go? Just a tiny bit of the tag is left on here. I don't like that. I usually never have that on my pieces. Okay. So here is the rectangular gold tone chain with a clasp. The clasp is just basic. Large jump ring. And then it goes around to pieces like this. This is glass. Tortoiseshell glass. This is plastic. This is glass. Then the piece underneath it, and I don't have my dolly up here. This plastic. Wait, hold on. I'm going to do this. I do it all the time. Yeah. That piece is plastic. Then this piece this black is also plastic. Here's another piece. I'll show you the whole thing in a minute of this gorgeous tortoise shell. And see how it's carved on both sides. Then it has this is similar to the mineral, a 6-sided tubular piece. Now let me show you the whole thing to the best of my ability. So I don't have a dolly and it's really long. It's not heavy. It's this glass is what the glass and the free. Okay. I really need to take a breath. So I just did. This tortoise glass and the plastic, because I'm a plastic lover, and the way this is constructed. So each piece is on a jump ring and it has this play in it. So again, this is a piece that has a lot of motion. And I'm all about that. So let's look. That looks like the back side to me. It is very long. Let's double it. And, I believe that with this construction, I couldn't find a maker, but It screams 80s to me. Screams 80s. With this construction, even though there's a jump ring, you could put the clasp further over if that's what you would like. Let me double it. I just love this tortoise shell. So this started at $29, and all the tortoise shell is glass. The other pieces are plastic, and it screams 80s to me, possibly 90s. It's very long. I'm going to give you a measurement, and then I'm going to move on. Gigi, oh my God, Gigi, honey. Hi, you. Oh my gosh. How are you, sweetheart? Are you snowed in? Are you in all this terrible snow? I haven't seen you in a long time. And I know all the time I'm going to call you and then I get so busy and I don't. But I have so enjoyed talking with you in the past. So each side is 17 inches. So it is a total of 34 inches long. So I'll put it on me. It's long. Gigi, what are you doing, honey? Let's get my braid out of the way. And I have this other long necklace. That doesn't help. But there you go. That's how it looks on. So this little oval piece is down here. And they didn't make it so that it matches exactly, which I also really appreciate. And the tortoiseshell glass and this construction, love it. I could see this being a belt. I'm sorry. You have snow. We're having terrible, devastating fires. It's a time. Okay. So there it is. Now, anyone who comes in late, I don't do recaps. So if you come in later and you fast forward, go through, or you've looked at my preview and you're interested in something, drop it in the chat. Let me know. All right? Or email me after if you're watching after the live sale's over, because I don't do recap, flashbacks. I haven't found it to be worth my time. All right, let's go in a totally different direction. Let's do this. Gigi, honey, I'm doing okay. Gigi, I'm it's been difficult. My dad is having more and more needs, and his health is getting a little worse. It's been rough, but I love him, and he's okay, and I'm okay, and I'm up here having a 2-week break. Thank you, Gigi. I figured it was very 1960s look with these pink 1970s earrings, right? Okay, so this is really basic, y'all, and I'm gonna give you a simple price for it. $9. This is a stretch bracelet, and this ring light is just blowing out the color. Now it's going to get darker later. There you go. It is this plastic opalescent confetti carved plastic beads. This is not a repop. This is like probably from the 60s when the confetti earrings, the clip-on confetti earrings, like I have a pair right over here somewhere. Where are they? Oh, something just fell behind there. That's not good. I want to show you which one was it? The confetti earrings so you understand what I'm saying. These Everyone remember these? I love these, and I'll take it out of the bag, but the confetti style earrings. So that's what, when this came along, it's just a stretch bracelet. It's got all this yellows. It's almost like opal, greens. You know, I don't have my keys with my little black light, but I wouldn't be surprised if this glows. See all the colors? And it's just a stretch. Yeah, I think it's cool, Gigi, but I love plastic. Not everyone does. It's just a simple stretch bracelet. I try to bring some items that are a little more affordable. I just love the way it captures the light. And I love plastic. Now, it's $9 because it's the stretch line is a little loose. So if this was mine, and if I wind up keeping it, I would go to Michael's and I would restring this. All you do is put one piece through here and one piece through here and tie a knot. The material will probably cost you about $8. And if no one winds up claiming this after I bring it a few times, I will probably restring it and wear it myself, because look at all the bling that's happening. And obviously it fits my wrist. I would say it would fit up to an 8. Gigi, are you going over to, this is going to go down. Here's the inside. Simple, simple. Gigi, are you going to go over to our friend's sale at 5? Did you know that she's on? I did not have time to reach out to her and say, hey, why don't we do a couple hours together and then do separate sales? But I really wanted to do that because I haven't hung out with Dandy in a while. I'm missing her. And I saw that she's coming on and I thought, dang, this would be the perfect time for us to come together. So I need to plan that. I need to plan that with her. Okay. Gigi, are you safe in the snow? Are you safe? Comfortable? Warm? Got enough food? All that good stuff? Okay. So this is going to start. I paid quite a bit for it. I may have paid more than this. I know that it sells online for twice what I'm asking. And it's in my little box. I may be losing money on this. It is, and I showed this last week, it is a Herkimer diamond with onyx on the side. Gigi, if you're still here, you know what Herkimer diamond is. Being in that neck of the woods. The Herkimer diamond. It is sterling silver. It's got a really nice cut, and it's a large size. It is set. Hold on. I need the ring light. See how bright it is? That's really annoying. Let's see. Down, 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 down. Let's see if I can change the mode. Maybe that'll work. That's better. So you see how this sterling comes up and wraps the Herkimer and then the onyx. Sterling silver, and it's marked in there. Oh, Let's mark in there, right over there. 925. And it's big. I do not have my ring sizer, but when I showed this last week, I remember it's either a 9 or a 9.5, and I think it's 9.5. It's a big ring. It's a 9.5, and I love how large it is right here. It's very lightweight. It's an interesting ring, right? It's different. And it's big, both in terms of being long, and see how well it's cut, and in terms of being a larger size, which is not always easy to find. It's a 9.5, and it starts at 44. Sterling silver, Herkimer, and onyx. So there's that one. Gigi, are you going over to Miss Dandy's? I really should have. Thank you, Gigi. I really should set that up. If I get enough people in here and it's consistent, I am going to do a little something when I end. But I'll have to have enough people in here to make it worthwhile. So I'm hoping I want to surprise her. So this is just really fun, and I think it's really pretty. But it's not a super high-end item, but it's gorgeous. This is all grass green rhinestones. It is Heidi Doss, CN. Can't remember what the CN stands for. I can't remember. I apologize, friends. You can look it up if you'd like. It is gold tone. It is made to look vintage, of course. You see how it's made to look like all the little droplets of the gold were done by hand, and then the prong set on these rhinestones. And shines in the light. I wish I could show you like on my hand if it was daylight. These rhinestones shine everywhere with the light, and it fits right over my hand, no problem whatsoever. It's not heavy. I just love the colors on this. I love the colors on this. Let me give you a diameter. I'm pretty sure it's going to wind up being oh, look at that. It is 3 inches in the inside. Oh, no. That's not right. Nope. It is 2.5 inches on the inside diameter. That is right. So this is a ladies 7. That's why it fits a lady 7. And it's just a really nice sparkly. Looks like you're wearing a whole bunch of emeralds, right? Heidi Doss piece from the 90s, early 2000s. Boom. Hey, Jason Adams, howdy to you, my gentleman friend. Are you experiencing a ton of snow? Are you in? Do you have food? Mark yourself safe, Jason. Mark yourself safe. There's a whole bunch of our friends out here in Southern California that are needing to mark themselves safe. I've been watching that fire almost nonstop for 2.5 days because I went through the Oakland Hills fire, and that is the same as what's happened in the Palisades. It is unbelievable. It really is like a disaster movie set. You want to go skiing? Jason, do you ski? I got to tell you, I have always said I used to live in South Lake Tahoe here in California. Wasn't a good decision on my, but I did it. And I got to tell you, everyone I knew up there skied. And I thought that putting two little sticks on the bottom of my feet and holding two other sticks to go roaring straight downhill in the snow was the stupidest thing that I could think of doing. So this girl does not ski. This girl does not ski. Oh boy, that was a hard no. If you can ski and you enjoy it, I have a lot of friends, they love it, and they snowboard, right? I remember my brother, when he was little, the craze of boogie boarding on just the edge of the wave as the ocean comes in. You catch that little bit and you skim on your board, kind of like skateboarding, the edge of the waves of the water. Man, that was a lot of fun. He and his friends loved that. Now that seemed reasonable to me, but but otherwise, no. Okay. I don't know. And the chair lifts to go up the mountain and you're swaying in the wind. I'm like, nope. All right. Back to the subject at hand. This is so beautiful. I love trying to do this. Not. Okay, one more time. It wants to be very finicky with me. I can tell you what it says, but there. It's Joan Rivers piece. It's not showing very well, but that is what it is. And it has about a 3-inch extender. It's gold tone. I don't care about any of that. You know what I care about is this beautiful, huge, blown purple, like lavender purple glass beads in between each one. Let's get away from that. In between each one, it's just a clear blown glass bead, but it's not a regular seed bead. It's almost more like crystalline. And these are just in my preview, and you can see it on my hand. Do you see on my hand the purple that's coming off of these beads? Look at that. This is what attracted me to this piece. Look at that. Imagine in the sun. See all that purple? Just from the ring light. Just from the ring light. That is what attracted me to this piece. I'm not, a big Joan Rivers fan, or even though she made really good quality stuff, I am an eclectic. I love plastic. I love glass. I love things that are pretty. And this, the way the beads are one thing. They are fantastic. But then look at what happens on my hand with the purple. It literally radiates purple. And each bead is unique. And it's heavy. It's a heavy necklace. And it's long. This is beautiful. It really reminds me of lavender flowers. Starts at $30, worth every penny. Oh my Lord. So you can see the purple way back here on my hand. I've never seen, there must be, again, I don't have my UV light. I can't believe that, because I'm betting that there's some treatment in this that makes it so glowing. I shouldn't have my prayer beads on. They interfere. But so now look, see, the light is shining through onto my neck. Yeah, Gigi, she was a sharp dresser. So it goes down to just the beginning, a little bit lower of, the top area, right? So it beautifies that. So I'm going to guess it's at least 30 inches. And it's heavy, but it's not heavy like pulling on my neck, okay? And that to me is very important because I have a really bad neck and shoulders and lower back. So I'll give you a links, but I just want you to understand the yumminess of this. Gigi, what are you doing this weekend, Gigi? Are you around this weekend where I could give you a call and chat and just say, hey, how's it going in my home state? I would really, this weekend I'm available to do that. Yep, it's 30 inches, 15 on each side with a 3-inch extender, starting at $30. Y'all, I don't think this is going to last that long. I have a couple people who regularly email me after my sales, and I have a suspicion that someone I know is going to pick this up. So speak now or forever hold your peace. I could be wrong. It happens. It happens. Okay. So you have to excuse me, but every time I pick up an item and put it down, I make sure to put it in a bag or a box because I don't want things scratching, mixing, nicking, tangling. I can't stand that. All of my stuff gets stored properly. Okay. Even comes with a purple bag, y'all. Color. You are snowed in. Okay. Gigi, I'm going to make a note on my pad of paper. I am not snowed in. Thank God. There's no snow here and there's no fires. Gigi, I am making a note to call Gigi. Call Gigi with a heart. Okay. Let's go on to this item. I have brought this a couple times. Still very unclear why I haven't sold it, especially at the price I'm bringing it. But hey, oh, and you know what, y'all? I'm so sorry. I have not been highlighting. I learned how to do that a while ago, but I always forget. And yet it needs to happen. It really helps people on the replay, including me. Thank you, Gigi. I try. So this is a lopsided carved. And here's the thing. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Bakelite. And why do I think it's Bakelite instead of Lucite? Because it's carved down into a white color. However, remember, I know just enough to be dangerous. And I mean, so I know 80% and 20%. I'm talking with you all. I'm chatting and I'm guessing. However, it is very possible that this is just a lucite, although it feels like Bakelite to me. That's another thing. If you've ever held a lot of Bakelite, you start knowing what it feels like. But it's possible that the white right there was painted in. That is carving. They are indents. They're actual indents. And it's possible that that's just a paint or a small amount of another plastic that was inset. However, this is a very old piece. So the fact that this white is in pristine condition after all these years, I just have a lot of questions about it. It is lopsided. That's the other thing. So see that? One side is higher than the other. That was intentional. So again, that takes me back to more of a Bakelite. Now, did I test this before I brought it on today? No, I didn't. I've had it in my box of things since 2001. So I'm going off of memory that it was sold to me as Bakelite. But there's a caveat. Perhaps it's lucite. Because I love my plastics, I, of course, love this piece. That doesn't mean that you do, but I do. It just fits over my hand. I don't have big knuckles. I will measure the diameter, but I'm going to go with that. It's probably a size 7, a lady's medium. I'm still thinking about skiing. How much I'm like, no. It's 2 3/4 inches almost, but to be safe, because it's this kind of oval higher and lower end shape, and it just goes over, I want to call it a 7. So if you're a 6 to a 7, it will fit you comfortably. Okay? Okay. Okie dokie. If anyone is here and you saw my preview and there's something you're interested in, please let me know. Let me know. Okay, I'm going to bring another favorite recent find of mine. Because, while I'm getting into more and more contemporary and learning my stones and, some precious metals, semi-precious stones, my first love is costume. Now, this is definitely a better costume. Maritza, hola, how's it going? Thank you for being here. Okay, this is a much older piece. I'm going with 50s. Look at this clasp. It could even be earlier. I'm unclear. This clasp is patinaing. Whatever pot metal was used with this clasp is wearing out, and it's starting to have some patina. Now, here's your classic little tiny drop on this about 2-inch extender. And look at what this is. I've found in my hunting through jewelry things that are yellow. I could count it maybe on 2 hands. These are glass. These are an olive green. This, now look, that's blowing out the color. This is a cut plastic glass. You've got the silver tone, little spacers, rondelles. These are also cut plastic. Which way is going to help me more? That is really blowing out. Maybe that's better. And then this is glass. This is glass or possibly ceramic. And it is a lemon yellow. See back here? Lemon yellow. And then inside these amber yellow beads is a wrapped gold foil. Almost like drops of amber, but you know, that wasn't a huge thing in the 50s. Possibly earlier, but I'm going to go with 50s. This wrapped foil is something inside this glass is something I've never seen before. I covet it. Here's more of this ceramic, let's call it ceramic, yellow. More of this just really pretty amber gold wrapped beads, and on and up. So I need to buy a dolly, my necklace holder for up here. But look at this piece. It's in the preview. I think it's stunning. And I wish this is a fancier, that's better. This is a fancier ring light than I have at my dad's house, and yet it doesn't show as well. Look at that. I am just so impressed with this. And that's just me. It starts at 18. I think that's a great buy. This one, no, I'm so sorry. Good Lord. See, that's another reason. I get to talking about things and I sometimes I wonder if y'all think I'm like drunk or something. It's like, what is Lucinda talking about? That she just said one thing and now she's saying something else and I'm confused. I don't blame you. Okay. I'm going to take my prayer beads off. So how it would hang is like this. It's really, really pretty. And it's a little heavy, but it's not pulling my neck. I could wear this for a few hours, no problem. And the fact that it's yellow and summery, I love it. Oh, it would go with your green eyes, Gigi. So you have your cut green olive crystal, your glass with gold foil, your yellow, I mean, this is yellow ceramic, and then your plastic. I've never seen anything like this, but this clasp is oxidizing. So even though it's on fishing line right there, I firmly believe it's older. Now, I could be completely out of my mind, but that's okay. Sometimes I am. Let's take this off. Because it is in the way. It is in the way. Okay. Gigi, you have green eyes. I have hazel eyes. It is 19 inches long in total, so 8 inches on each side with the 2-inch extender. So 20 inches in total. And it is yellow, 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 like a daisy. Like a daisy. That reminds me of Tombstone, the movie. But then when I say Daisy, and then when I say that, I think immediately of I'm your Huckleberry. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Believe me. I get on here and I start talking in all these movie phrases and music lyrics start popping into my head. Okay, I asked this question. I'm your Huckleberry. I love that movie. And I love him. I asked this a couple times ago. I said, does anyone here know who Hoyt Axton is? And nobody knew. So, does anyone here know who Hoyt Axton is? He's a singer. If you don't, go check him out. Hoyt Axton Explodes is the best album of his. Not the best album in the world, blah, 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 but of his. Kathy Wiseman, how's it going, lady? Thank you for coming in this evening. I appreciate it. Okay, I have a necklace. Pendant, sterling silver, that is made out of this. This starts at 16. This is Ruby Zoisite. Zosite. It's a beautiful, I think at 16 Kremlins. I might be making $1. Not sure. But I love this colors, the coloration and the saturation. So it is ruby. It is a ruby, but it is not, you can't separate it from the zoisite, which is the green and black. And if you do, the ruby is not hard enough like rubies that you can make stones out of to make stones. So it's in Africa or Tanzania. So they take these entire stones and make them into necklaces. To me, this is a fidget. To me, it's smooth, it's polished, it's a put in your pocket and fidget. It's like butter. And I love the colors. I love the colors, y'all. Look at that. And it's about, a little over 2 inches long by an inch or so wide. And it's thick, about a 1/4 inch thick. And to me, it's a worry stone. It's a fidget stone. Put it in your pocket when put it in your purse when you go out and you're feeling anxious or upset. Take it out and start doing this. Hold it in your hand. It just feels right. Thank you, Gigi. Okay. Maritza, are you safe, Maritza? Are you near the fires in Southern California? Or are you snowed in? Good Lord, we have a lot going on in this country weather-wise right now. And then yesterday was President Carter's funeral. He was a nice man. He was a really nice man. I don't think he was ineffective as a president. I think he just focused on the small man, the farmer, the blue collar workers, and not the big corporate stuff. And so a lot of people didn't like him because of that, because he had more of a small focus on the backbone of this country. And I always really appreciated him for that. Still do. Okay. So this is going to start at 14. 14. It is a listener. Boy, there you go. Listener. It is really nicely 100. I know, Gigi, right? It is articulated. One of my favorite words when it comes to jewelry. Movement and play in jewelry is a big part of what drives what I buy, what I wear, what I curate, and what attracts me. It is based on the construction on the back. I'm going with 60s. It's very well done. But it's a little more skimpy on the materials, if you will. So it's gold tone, and it's got that typical two-tone thing going on where this is brushed softer and etched, and then the top is just a straight gold color. Bracelet. The Listener is one of my favorite companies. They're not around anymore, but since I've been selling costume jewelry, they're one of my favorite. Now, here's what it looks like on. It's about an inch tall. But what I want to say is it doesn't quite close on my wrist. So therefore, I'm going to go with this is from a 5.5 to a 6.5. So ladies, small. Look at my wrinkles, y'all. Man, that's terrible. At least I'm showing them without, freaking out. I am 63 years old, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I am. So 6.5 to 7.5 Listener vintage gold tone bracelet with just a rollover. I call these buckle clasps. I think it's really nice. Okay. Let me put this little one into a bag. Did anyone who has come in watch my preview? Is there something in particular that you're interested in? Because, like I said, I know that there's a lot of people that are coming on now and have been on and are coming on in a little bit. And so I want to make sure to address any item that maybe you popped in to see. Okay? So if there's something you popped in to see, please tell me so I can show that to you before I lose you entirely. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Jack. Okay. Let's do this. Boy, there is the biggest lag between YouTube and StreamYard. It really is at least 15 seconds. Every time I look at my phone, I'm just like, what is going on over there? All right. So this starts at 15. 15. Oh, hey. Gigi. You got your comment in right as I was highlighting where my price was. Thank you, Gigi. Okay. This Is that a name? No. Okay. This is from, oh Lord. Let's just go with, I think this is from the 60s, even though it has all the design characteristics of a 1930s piece. That is black glass. It's in like a tulip flower base. The black glass is probably check glass. It's got a really nice high quality shine. It is just a silver tone metal. But this design, this kind of wrap look, like here, is, I've shown a lot of brooches that actually are from the 30s that have that wrap. This is imitating that, but it is more from the early 60s, late 50s, but that doesn't make it any less impressive. It's got 4 stones on the top and that one on the bottom, and look how nicely they did the prong setting. They didn't skimp. Let me show you the back. And this, the back is why I'm going with, there's your typical kind of 1950s. I call it kind of like a little triangular pin back, right? So that's typical. But the pin barely goes through. It's not super long. The wire, the wrapping isn't really intricate and tiny. So, I think it's early 60s before they banned the pin coming through altogether. I do not know the maker. It's not marked on here. It's a tiny little thing, but I think it's really nice. I think it deserves its spot in the sun. It's a tiny little thing. I'll measure it. It's only starts at 15. I think that's very reasonable. So if this is from the 60s, 60 plus years old, y'all. Man. Good Lord, I'm old. Okay. It is about 1 3/4 inches long. 1 3/4 inches long. And at the top, 1 inch wide. Reminds me of a cornucopia. Cornucopia. Or horn of plenty. Okay, this is going down. I'm not, my show and tells on Friday have gotten faster in order to be able to show more items. Sometimes I slow down a lot, though. You'll notice on some pieces, I really am just like, I need to take my time. We need to really look at this. And then I go for that. But other times it's just really obvious and I just, okay, this is a big ticket item. Sometimes pieces need more time to be looked at, to be admired, to be discussed. And other times there just isn't a lot to say, especially if you come and hang out with me on Fridays on a regular basis or have been for a while. You're very used to me going over everything in great detail and telling you why I think or why I know the piece is what it is. So this is a brooch. Look at how nice that is. Look at how well done this is. It is unsigned. It is unsigned, but if you're familiar with Juliana, it has all the good vibes of that. There is the pin. Where'd it go? Sticking out right there. There you go. The puddling. Look at that. How thick that is. And then the opening on the top leaves. The prong setting. The intricacy. And look at the colors. Look at all. There's 3 different greens in this piece. And they are outstanding. This is a truly outstanding piece. If you collect glass of this quality, I call this check glass, and I don't think I'm wrong, because I there's glass and then there's glass. And this has so much depth and it's just brilliant. And then the gold tone, and see how I was talking about like the wrapping and the quality, and they went so far as to make this, even though it's 2 flowers, to make this flattened right here. This is like almost a blue green, and then you have your darker green, and then you have your grass green. It's stunning. Now, can I say that this is absolutely a Juliana brooch? No, I cannot. Can I say with any certainty ever that something is check glass? No, I cannot. But can I make an educated guess? Yes, I can. And with this piece, I bought this piece for a lot. And I bought this piece for a lot because, to me, it's just got that whole thing going on. But the consumer needs to decide for themselves. My friends need to decide for themselves what they think. So this is because I unless there's a signature on something, I can just tell you what I know from dealing in jewelry for costume jewelry for 25 years, but jewelry in general for more than 45 years, and vintage for 45. So I have a lot of knowledge, and I say just enough to be dangerous. It is 3 inches tall. This brooch is 3 inches tall, and it is 2 inches wide. If you all are interested, take a screenshot and look this up, and then get back to me. This is the lowest I've ever offered it. And I've got to tell you, I collect this type of thing, and I have brought this probably 8 times now, and it's never sold. So you know what that means, right? If you've been with me for a while, you know that means I'm right up on keeping it. Thank you for looking. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to anyone that has come in And as you come in and if you go out, can you please hit the thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed to me, can you take a moment and subscribe? You don't ever have to come back to my channel. You don't have to have notifications on, but it helps me. It helps my algorithm. It helps more people to find me and be able to purchase if they would like to do so. So I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I hope everyone is going to have a safe but enjoyable weekend. We're right here. We're in the weekend. Okay, let's do this. This is a little cheaper. And yet it's really fun. And simple, dainty, good gift. This is something I would wear all day long. Something, although I usually tend to wear much bigger. Now, nowhere on here. Hold on, I'm just looking to make sure before I show it to you. Sometimes I do need new glasses, but I can still see. But sometimes I bring things and or I've had them in a box for a long time. And the 5th time I bring it, all of a sudden I'll be like, wait a minute. There's a maker's mark on there. Okay. I do not see a maker's mark, and I don't see anywhere where it says anything about gold. Howsoever, the reason why I took so long with that is because these extra long ear wires absolutely look more than gold tone. They look at the very least just electroplated gold. They are just super shiny. So what are these? It's a pair of tiny, multicolored, dyed freshwater pearls. There is cream, grays, maroons, and pinks. And even the jump rings have a gold tone, but the actual hangers, look at that. They just really look gold. They're very small. They're very lightweight, but they're really, they're contemporary, of course. But I think they're really sweet. And for $18, how could you go wrong? Look at that. Beautiful. I think these are beautiful. I could be wearing these right now with my outfit, or I could throw them on with a little black dress to go out. They match my copper gold foil nails. So I think they're just like an inch long. Starts at 18. Now, they are almost an inch and a half long. Almost an inch and a half. So there they are. And for any of my friends who may have come in a little bit late, I did post on my community tab about boxes and shipping. That is happening on Monday. There were multiple things that happened today that made it impossible, but they're going out Monday morning. Monday morning. They're all packed, tagged, bagged, ready to go. So I think Gigi, did Gigi go somewhere else? I think she did. And I don't blame her. Not because this is not a good place to be, but because she is Gigi, you may or may not be here, but because she's a part of a community that I have a sideways into, that's a lot of fun. So, okay, y'all, what do you want me to show? How about this? What the heck? How about this? This starts at 14. So what starts to happen 5:30? I'll probably stay until 6 because when it's a Friday like this and I start to see only myself typing in start prices and no one's buying and no one's engaging, I realize it's not a really good time to be selling. And that's always okay. Lurkers are welcome. That's why we have a lurkers lounge. So here is the back. It's handmade. You know, it is handmade. And let me say something. This is really interesting. I haven't done this yet. Yeah. You know, this is older. It's handmade. That's glued on there. That is a safety pin embedded in there. Do you see that? God, my nails are in the way. That is a safety pin. It's a much older safety pin. It's a safety pin, and then someone's initials. Look, those initials, or it's Yves Saint Laurent. I don't know. Is that a YL? Is that a TA? I have no idea. I do not think it's Yves Saint Laurent. This is a handmade pin. That is the back. It is wood. Safety pin. And then it's this delicate little unopened tulip. Lacquered. This is lacquered, a lacquered pin. With just this simple, see how they went to the trouble to put these green lines like this to really make this lacquered flower and its leaf pop. It is a raised oval painted and lacquered with a safety pin. I would say I think these were a very popular thing to make in the 60s. Kind of came back around again in the 70s. But it's also something that would have been made during the war. But I don't think it's that old. I'm not going to go out on a limb and say it's that old. It is 2 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. And why do I pick things like this up? Because it's handmade. It's a one-of-a-kind, unique piece. And it attracts me. I mean, I'm not going to sit around and make something like this. Are you? Maybe you are. But I'm not. I'm going to go buy it. And then I'm going to covet it and cherish it for a long time to come. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to put this in a bag. Well, y'all, anyone here? Hello. I mean, I can see there's a couple people here, but I've been through a lot of items. I'm not getting anywhere, and I'm starting to do that thing where I'm posting prices constantly, but no one's talking to me and no one's purchasing. So that's when I start going, rather than show all my new stuff, it might be better for me to just take a break. Come back tomorrow. been a very stressful week for everyone, I think. It's kind of a stressful life right now. Well, hey, you know what? I'm going to show another incredible. This is starting at 33. And then I got 10 minutes left. So I got 10 minutes left until I will call it and just go hang out and watch someone else on YouTube or see what's happening with the fires in Southern California since I'm in California. So this is a time where if anyone is coming in who hasn't been in, I don't do recaps. So you can through at, twice the speed and see what I have brought and drop in the chat. Hey, did that item sell? Nothing has sold. Okay, nothing has sold. And that's just because some days, evenings, stuff doesn't sell. People aren't here. They're somewhere else. They already spent their money, whatever. So if you want to drop in the chat, or if you saw my preview and there's something you really want to see, put it in the chat. Start looking now. Okay. All right. So this is a really cool. I think this is from, I don't know. I'll show you the back. Look at this. This is a very old pin back. I suspect this could be from the 30s. And the reason I say that is because of this pin. Look at the construction. When I see pin backs like this, with this kind of more complicated construction, and then it's just this rollover, the pin sticks out, and then it's put into this very thick piece of mother of pearl. I actually am even going to go so far. It's older. It's not 50s. To me, this is 30s. See the construction? I'm even going to go out on a limb and say it's possible that that's sterling silver. It's possible. Now I'm going to show you the front. I don't think this was mass produced. Again, this could have been a war-made piece. It is a very, very thick mother of pearl, hand carved. I'm not sure what the idea here is. Is this supposed to maybe be a flag? Is it a flower with I am unsure. It's got a lot of pinks and creams. Look how thick it is. And it's really big as well. Let's see. See all the pink? There you go. There is a lot going on here, and this is hand done, this whole piece. So 30s or the war. Look at all that carving. It's a thick. I mean, this was a big piece of shell that someone did all this construction. It's its own piece. It's unique. But is it now the pen? This is upside down. Does anyone who is here have any idea what this is supposed to be? Not that it matters and not that I care, but I think that it's supposed to be symbolizing something from the 30s, like right before or during the war, into the early 40s. What what do you think it was meant to be representing? It's not just abstract. It's supposed to be, and see, all I can think of is a flag, like a waving flag. And I don't know, a bomb drop. I don't know. If anyone has an idea, let me know. I'll tell you exactly how long it is. And again, if anyone's interested in something from the preview or something that I've brought already, drop it into the chat now. It is 2¼ inches long and 1½ inches wide at its widest. I just think, see that super old, heavy duty pin construction. This could be as old as Victorian. I mean, I just, once I start seeing this kind of construction and this hand carving work, I get into the 30s and I get into Victorian. And it's just, and I can't tell you which one for sure. I can't. It's just because I've been touching so much of this and researching it and holding it in my hands and selling it for years and years that some pieces, it's like really obvious to me that they're antique and handmade. And this is one of those. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, anyone want to say hi? Anyone in the Lurkers Lounge want to say hi to me? I had a really good December. I started off a little slow and I was a little disappointed. And I thought, oh, this is not going to be a good Christmas month for me. But it turned out to be a very good one with all my clearance. It worked out really well. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with my friends. Made a lot of sales here, but also afterwards and emails. And I do some private picking for people. So when I get certain things, I make videos and take pictures and send it to them. So it was good. It wasn't bad. I'm going to show you all a picture since we're getting nowhere fast in my sales. I'm going to show you what I have. A trail cam. This is 30 feet from my house. On my channel, I talk about bears a lot and how there's bear scat, bear hairs, and how I live in the country and, and I talk about it a lot. See, I only have one person, so that's okay. Here's what my trail cam caught December 20th. That is 30 feet from my house on a driveway. So my house is right up over here. And hold on. This is a long, long driveway that goes all the way down to a gulch, which is a high running creek in the winter. That is Mama. And right behind her is one of her 2 teenage babies. So that was about 3 weeks ago. They were cruising right up there about 3 a.m. So since I talk about bears a lot, I was like, hey, let's take a break from selling and show whoever is here the photo of the bear. I've had trail cams set up all around me. I'm on 22 acres. And I've never been able to capture an actual bear in a photo, just their scat, their hairs, where their trail is because they push the grass down. I finally got a picture of them. Yep. They were over trying to eat my neighbor's chickens the other day. All right. I think I'm going to show 2 more items and then I'm going to call it, yo. I got 2 people here. Thank you for being here. But I'm, I'm always excited to set up a sale. I'm always excited to come hang out with all of you. I'm always excited to talk about vintage jewelry. But I also know when to call it a day. And it's okay. So these are alpaca, Mexico, silver, alpaca, Mexico, silver, vintage, obviously, sterling silver, and on the front of them, they have abalone, what looks to be onyx, some coral, and the blue. I'm not sure that blue is a turquoise, and I'll bring it in close for you to look at. I'm not sure if that's a turquoise or if it's another stone. I would presume that it's turquoise, right? These are probably from the 70s, perhaps the 60s. I would presume that, but based on the darker color, it could be like a dark blue type of jade. I'm not sure, so I'm not going to call it that. They are really nice. They're not heavy. Alpaca, Mexico, sterling silver. And they started at $29. I did show these, I think, once last year. I mean, I do have inventory left from last year. I'm just also have a lot of new inventory I'm showing y'all. Whoops. That's not attractive. There you go. They're about the same length as my 1970s pink costume jewelry earrings. So I would say they're probably almost 2 inches long. 1 3/4. 1 3/4 drop. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. Well, listen. I'm showing the last item because the other thing is when I don't have a lot of people and I don't have people buying and I'm just putting in the price, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times now. All that's happened is I've put in a price. And no one's talking. I got one person here. Then if I show you all my new stock, then I'm just going to be doing the same thing over again on Wednesday and Friday next week. So, with that said, I think it's actually a good time to say that I'm going to call the sale and go do something else for the evening. It's also a little chilly, so it's time for me to make a fire and go up to bed. So I appreciate everyone who came in. I appreciate everyone who lurked. I appreciate all my friends who engaged, who showed up, who, came here to support me. I appreciate everyone who hit the thumbs up. I will be back on Wednesday next week. And I'm going to change the time of my sales on Wednesday. I'm just doing some housekeeping now. So if anyone just came in, I'm ending my sale. There's nothing sold. So if you want to go through real quick, or if you saw the preview and there's something you're interested in, drop it in the chat because I'm ending. But so this is week 1 of my 2-week Build-A-Box. Okay. And then I invoice after the 2 weeks. Usually takes me about a week to invoice, get paid, and ship things out. And I do that to save you money. Where was I going? There was something important I was going to say. There's something important I was going to say, and it just spaced out on me. I don't remember. At any rate, Wednesdays. I'm going to start having my sale earlier in the day, and I will post in my community, and I will do a short about what time that is. Now, to some more housekeeping. Wednesdays off and on last year was Wednesday's Vintage Vendors with myself and Miss Karen Chasin Vintage. She moved back to Oklahoma, and she hasn't gotten back to me yet, and it's still the beginning of January, but I haven't heard from her. I know she's doing sales with other people, so I'm not sure if Wednesday's Vintage Vendors is going to be happening anymore, but I myself sell on Wednesdays and Fridays, and my Wednesday time is going to be earlier. I usually was coming on at 3. I think I'm going to come on at noon on Wednesdays. Okay, so look for that announcement, and I hope everyone stays safe, is blessed, has peace, stay healthy. And if you see anything you like on the replay, there's my email over there. Okay, hit the thumbs up, and I will see you all in another chat, or I'll see you next week. Okay, bye. Have a good